Right, I was playing loads of Red Dead Redemption 2 yesterday, so I'm going to stream some more of that. Let me know if the mic's alright, because annoyingly the stand for my microphone broke yesterday. So I've got it on my desk, kind of pointing towards my face as best I can. But like I said, I can't actually tell that how well it's going to work. So hopefully it's all working fine still, but find out when people are on if it's working or not. Excellent, thanks Mike. So alright Mike, alright Rich. So yeah, they, I don't think you're on yesterday's stream, were you Mike? After 14 years they finally released Red Dead Redemption 1 on PC. And it's actually quite a good port, as in, some of the graphics have been improved slightly. They're not actually calling this a remaster. So, yeah, it's basically just Red Dead and Undead Nightmare. So you can finally play them on PC without an emulator.
That miracle cures are no laughing matter. I bid you a good day, sir. Mr. Marston, good to see you. How have you been keeping?
I'm well,
Mr. West Dickens. Nigel West Dickens of East Cheap London to Waverly, New York, and Armadillo, New Austin. At your service.
At my service.
Yeah, that's the thing, Mike. I like Red Dead 1, but it's just I've not played it in ages, because for ages it was only on PS3 and 360. So, yeah, it was only last year they ported it to modern consoles, wasn't it? And then I didn't get it then, because people reckoned about a year later they put it on PC, and they have.
Cure for all ailments, Mr. Marston.
I'm sure you do. And I'm sure for just $2 an ounce, I could live forever.
Oh, but for you, sir, I do a bulk discount rate of $1.95 an ounce, as long as you buy 100 ounces or more. And that's a lot of immortality.
Give it up, old man.
That's Mr. West Dickens to you, boy.
Give it up, old man.
Listen, Marston, I'm broke, but this stuff is good. It works. I need a healthy young man like you. Come along, and let's ride over to my newest customer at Ridgewood, and I'll explain why we go.
Okay.
Yeah, it's quite interesting, Mike, replaying this, like how many mechanics that, have been, massively sort of improved or made bigger in Red Dead 2. Because also I've got, a thing where I'm playing this and I keep expecting there to be certain mechanics and they're not in this one because of the fact that obviously they haven't introduced them by Red Dead 1.
I heard about you, Mr. West.
Excellent, Mike. Yeah, I'll try and watch that. I'm up early Friday, but I can at least watch the start of it. For my Halloween video, I'm just going to chop a pumpkin up tomorrow, hopefully, at some point. But it might end up being late for the thing if I don't get a chance to do it tomorrow. Because I was thinking about doing it today, but the weather's been so dull, the lighting would have been crap outside.
West Dickens elixirs speak for themselves. My thousands of happy customers attest to that.
Those men trying to kill you didn't look so happy.
Skepticism is the bastard child of progress, John.
Oh, I heard somewhere in the options there's a saturation option, so I might just see if I can turn that up. Is that in display or graphics? Display. So it says saturation's locked. Is that because I'm in HDR mode? But I bet the game doesn't look as good if I'm not in HDR mode, though. That's the thing. Yeah, let me just see if I can swap this while I'm in game without resetting the game. I just want to see if I put HDR off and then go to display. Can I now? Yeah, I can. So I heard if you put the saturation up, the game looks quite a bit better. So we'll see what it looks like in this mode. Yeah, now the lighting looks really flat though, doesn't it? The colours are better, but the lighting's flat. Oh, I'll put HDR back on. Graphics. Where is HDR? No, I'll just calibrate that. Yeah, so it's definitely got a lot less colour with HDR, but the general lighting looks a lot better.
mistaking me for an idiot.
If my tonic is such a sham, how do you explain the fine fettle in which you find me? Last time you saw me,
Because, like, yeah, Mike, it was like yesterday I was trying to cook meat only to realise you can only sell meat from animals in Red Dead 1. And you don't have to do anything with the pout quality. You can just shoot them with any gun. As long as you killed the animal, you can skin it, you know, and the pouts are all the same. So there's loads of stuff like that I was having to get reused
I
to.
don't like the sound of this.
Showmanship, John. The flourish, the bow. We are operating.
I'm wondering now, it might not be possible, but I'm wondering now that this is out on PC and Red Dead Redemption 2's out on PC, if somebody will find a way of converting all of this to run in Red Dead 2's game engine. So you get all of like the mechanics from Red Dead 2, but in Red Dead 1.
I'll drop you off at the outskirts of Ridgewood. That way it won't look like we came together. Once I'm set up, saunter nonchalantly into the crowd that is sure to be forming. Eventually, I will call you up to try my tonic. After extolling the virtues, I will have you perform a few feats of wonder to amaze and impress the king.
Such as?
Oh, nothing out of the ordinary for a man in your line of work, I assure you.
So it is all a sham.
No, just a little innocent ballyhoo. Grease the wheels of enterprise, that's all. Do you think that buxom young girl you see on the Voyage camera posters knows the first thing about photography? You hop out here, John. Follow me in on...
Cheers, Davey, you alright? I've got quite a long video I filmed today and edited together, so that will go live tomorrow. That's not the Halloween video though, it was just one I got filmed today. So it's not a short, it's a proper, you know, like regular edited video, but we'll see if YouTube sends it to anybody or not. Because otherwise it might be an annoying thing where, you know, it's like it doesn't share it, despite the fact I spent loads more effort than doing a short on this video. Kind of runs like he shat himself, doesn't he, John? I don't know if you sprint faster, if his run looks a bit more natural, but at lower speed he kind of has a dodgy run.
Oh, I see. Friends! Hard-working souls of Jola Springs, gather round, gather round. Do you suffer from rheumatism, lumbago, acute chronic sciatic, neurologic or inflammatory pain? Well, I represent the only company that makes the genuine article that cures
Alright, Nick.
neuralgia, earache, toothache, backache, swelling, sprains, sore chest, swelling of the throat, contracted cords and muscles, anxieties and ravaged nerves, stiff joints, wrenches, dislocations, cuts and bruises, and it adds vitality and vigor to the demand. Can you prove it, old man? Oh, I'm sure there's some customer here who can prove the qualities of its by... Take a drink right now. You, sir, come up here. Step right up. That's the spirit. Ladies and gentlemen, pay close attention. This poor, wretched volunteer, entirely unknown to me, will demonstrate the effects of Dr. West Dickens' own patent tonic. Be you a cowpoke or athlete, this miraculous elixir developed with the wisdom of the East keeps the muscles supple and relaxes the cords. It loosens the joints and gives a feeling of youth and vigor to the whole system. Not possible,
Yeah, that's what I was just saying to Mike, Nick. It would be really interesting if people port a load of this into Red Dead 2's engine or whatever. It does run well at least, so it's not one of those ports that's been done really badly.
Is that not so, friend?
You say so.
That's right, it is. You heard him. What a good sport you are, sir. Now, gaze over yonder at that porch. If you squint, you may just be able to make out the skull that's hanging there. Go ahead, friend. Shoot that skull and demonstrate the miraculous eyesight you now possess. Remarkable! The eyesight of an eagle, granted by the reviving Dr. West Dickens' own patent tonic.
Anybody can make that shot. This man is a fraud. If your eye's so damn sharp, why don't you try shooting my hat out of the air?
My friends, our test case has been challenged to shoot a gentleman's hat out of the sky above our heads.
Right. Let's just see how sharp you is with a moving target.
Get ready to shoot that hat.
You're more crooked than a snake in a...
Have you ever seen such an eye? Behold the power of the elixir, plucked out of the sky.
Hey! Hey! What?
Yeah, I mean, it could be that it's optimised badly, Nick, but like I'm saying, at least on my PC, it's ran solidly at 60, completely maxed out, even if I've got other shit running in the background.
A challenge of battle has been offered to our volunteers.
But whether or not it's one of those things where, you know, it just doesn't like AMD cards or something, I don't know.
Feed your eyes. There it is, skeptics and dissenters, irrefutable truth. Do not let this opportunity pass you by.
Look, he's over there. Go get him.
This ends now.
Watch out, he's got a gun.
Who the hell do you think you are? You ain't leaving here alive.
Right. Oh, so I just target his gun, do I?
Marvelous shot, dear boy. The kind of deadly accuracy that can only be afforded by the West Dickens elixir. Come, I have plenty for all.
No harm in trying one bottle, I suppose.
Well, I think that went kind of well, don't you?
I'm just glad that my normal job involves either chasing after cattle or murderers. Not the likes of you, mister.
Don't be like that.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I'd like to say my goodbyes, head on back to the real world.
Wait, sir. I've been thinking about your predicament, and I think I may have an idea. I've been thinking I could be your cunning Odysseus. Beware of the Greeks burying gifts, sir. Williamson had better beware. We will make them into Trojans.
I don't rightly get it.
But you will see my old friend Seth. Ross is a little curious, but I'm sure you two will get on. He's most often found in Cook's chapel. He's very devout.
Why see him?
Because between him and me, we can get those gates to open for you, and you can walk right in, just like in Homer's great Trojan yarn!
But yeah, like I say, Nick, it's like, for me it's been absolutely fine, but obviously bear in mind, because I'm on a 3090 and a good CPU, I'm not always the best person to judge. I mean, with my PC, I know if a game runs badly on this PC, it means it does have absolute trash optimization, but, yeah, like I was saying, for, you know, for everything I've done so far, it's been good. Okay, so I want to see Seth. I don't think I've seen Seth yet. Coots Chapel, I think that was a thing on like one of the challenges or something. Is that in Journal of Challenges? Yeah, I need to get 6 Desert Sage when I go past Desert Sage for Survivalist Rank 2. Shoot and kill 5 rabbits, so I'll remember to shoot rabbits whenever I see them. Treasure Hunter, I think that's a Mexico one now, so I can't get that. Skin 5 deer, well that's easy, I just need to remember to do it when I'm past deer. Because I've skinned so many animals at this point, just because I've not done them in the order it wants me to for the thing. I thought there was the things about Coots Chapel when I was looking through these, but... Oh, maybe I'm just going... loopy. Yeah, cheers Davey, yeah, don't forget to like the stream everybody. It might end up helping you see my videos when I actually post them. The distance stuff looks a lot better than I remember it on the console, so I don't know if that looks better than it used to. As in, like, you can still see there's kind of like a pop-in thing where you get like the higher detailed stuff, but when I was on some of the cliffs yesterday, like I thought you could see way more detail, like, you know, across the desert than you could have done on the PS3 version. But again, because I haven't played it recently, like I said, I haven't played it since release actually, or a bit after release. Because yeah, I didn't realise it was 14 years old when I was saying about this yesterday. I thought it was about 10 years old, but no. Came out in, I think it was 2010 it came out, Red Dead. Was that the rabbit down there? Right, that's another rabbit. Oh, there's a man being chased by cougars. Oh, it auto does the Deadeye thing now, that's cool. Because up until that mission you couldn't do that Deadeye stuff. All it would do in Deadeye was just slow down time. That's cool, it actually does the click 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 thing now where it locks onto enemies. Oh, and for the people wondering, I think the mission that finally gave me the rope was the Bonnie mission where you had to like break the horses in. I think that was the first mission that actually gave me the rope for hog tying. Because yesterday I just had to shoot anybody like on a bounty. Come on, where's the little skin prompt coming up? Can I pull him along with a lasso? No, you can't do the Red Dead 2 thing of pulling along. Oh, I might not be able to skin that one annoyingly if it's... It seems like, yeah, sometimes the animals, if they land in a weird place, you can't do like skinning and that. Yeah, RDR2 is really good, but yeah, because obviously it's quite a long story in that in Red Dead Redemption 2. I can understand why some people find it a bit boring, especially, you know, before the, I didn't want to see that, I wanted to shoot it. But yeah, like I think I was saying to people yesterday, I've put over 1,100 hours into Red Dead 2, both online and the single player, replaying it a couple of times. Because yeah, it's kind of crazy looking at how small the Red Dead 1 map is in comparison to Red Dead 2. So if I just open the map to show people in a second. So with this map, everything north of the river, where there's Mexico, is in Red Dead 2. So you don't get those bits down south of the river, but everything on this map going up to Great Plains and Tall Trees, this is all the epilogue area from Red Dead 2. So you have like a massive map that goes all the way around, kind of like in a horseshoe shape. So yeah, it's just weird looking at how small the Red Dead 1 map is now. I think the horses are all faster though in Red Dead 2 to kind of make up for that. Oh yeah. I have the thing, Nick, where I easily get distracted when I play it. Yeah, where I just end up free roaming around, like exploring stuff. There are armadillos down there. Like that distant stuff over there looks way better to me than it used to on the console, if I remember right. So they probably have like a further rendering thing and what you can do in this one though that you can't do in Red Dead 2 is you can skin horses and skin dogs.
Come on.
For some reason that's not a feature in Red Dead 2, it's like a censored sort of thing. Even though for the most part Red Dead 2 is a lot more grisly, so I don't know why that was a removed feature. Just going up on that hill, let's go have a look. Is that one of those people defending their thing from a couple of, like, yeah, outlaws? Right.
Who's generous?
Don't think you'll be wanting this no more, friend.
Yeah, so you don't even have the journal in this one, do you? Where they do like funny little drawings and like write down, oh, I found this thing here and that. Yeah. There's still lots of cool shit you can find in this, like Easter egg wise, but now I don't think these lock boxes have anything in, annoyingly, when you rescue these people. Because when I saw them the other day, I was like, oh, is it glitching out? But it was in a different part of the map, so I think they're just empty. Also, it's way easier to get money in this one than Red Dead 2. So, because Dutch doesn't need the money for Tahiti, I'm getting the money really easily. Alright, Eddie? Because, yeah, most enemies drop a couple of dollars each, where in Red Dead 2 often they're like 15 cents or something you get from each. I know the economy would have inflated a bit between, whatever it is, 1889 and 1911, or whatever it is in this one, but still. Was that little song good? Bang. And yeah, I was absolutely right the other day when I was playing this to not bother buying guns from the gun shop, because yeah, nearly all of the guns you get early on in the story, like not story, but you know, whatever, like you unlock early on in the game, you just get them in story missions or for doing the gang hideouts. So the Winchester I got really early on, which is good because that's better than the other repeater you get as a starting repeater. And the volcanic pistol, yeah, has better stats in every way when I was looking them up than the other one. So yeah, it's like, because when I first played this on PlayStation, yeah, the gold, yeah, because you get one, don't you, that's just hidden in a burnt out building. But then you get 2 gold bars in one where if you do a load of jumps kind of along some cliffs and then onto like a crash train. And then there's the 3 gold bars in that place of the statues, isn't there, in a cave? Oh yeah, you don't need to eat in this one either. So you don't need to eat to maintain your weight. You just might as well sell everything when you go to a shop, because there's no use there. Apparently you can craft the herbs, but I've still not had an option to do that, so that's probably later in the story it tells me about those.
Always welcome to this establishment. Maybe the scab herders have it right. Just let the government handle it. Keep it simple.
Here, sir. Hello.
Racist Mr. Herbert Moon.
I'll be honest, I'm kind of overstocked at the moment, sir. Anything else I can do for you? Fine choice.
I'm actually really looking forward to playing Undead Nightmare, because I never finished all of that weirdly on the PS3. I did loads of it, but I never finished it. But Undead Nightmare I'm looking forward to doing, but I'm going to do the main story first before I do Undead Nightmare. Because it's, I think, set after, isn't it? Although obviously it's not canonical, Undead Nightmare. It's set after, I think, the events of Red Dead 2, Undead Nightmare. My least expensive gas mask, probably on the Chinese ones I bought for like nothing. I mean, I bought a couple of masks for a few quid each, you know, like the equivalent of a few dollars. But anything else in the gun shop I've not bought yet?
Protecting yourself?
Hi there.
There you go.
Get some ammo. I'll buy shotgun out. What was that I could sell? Oh yeah, horse hides. Right.
Nice doing business.
Might as well buy the shotgun ammo, but the pistol ammo and that I don't, and the repeater ammo I don't need, because all the enemies just drop it. And in this one, it's if you save the game with a chest, don't you? It like refills your ammo. Oh, Undead Nightmare's great fun, Nick, because it's like, I wish they'd have done an Undead Nightmare for Red Dead 2, because it's like one where you have to be careful going around the map, because there's lots of zombies everywhere, so you can't just kind of loiter around too much. And because, you know, with like GTA and everything, people are saying, oh, is there like Bigfoot and all that in it? Because Bigfoot, like, and all that, they actually put like the Sasquatch. What's Herbert Moon going on
I'm
about?
Herbert Moon! I've just been robbed! You gotta stop him!
Alright, let's kill the thief. Herbert Moon! Can't bother to capture people, I just want to kill them. Let's try the shotgun out a bit, because I barely use the shotgun. Yeah, that worked.
What have we got here?
But yeah, like I said, back ages ago, Eddie, lots of gas masks used to be quite cheap, not anymore, but like I said, some of the Chinese ones on AliExpress are still pretty cheap for what they are. But yeah, MC1s and like CM3s and that, yeah, used to be really cheap, even cheaper than GP5s back in the day.
Here you are. Got your money back.
You're a real American, Car. Keep some of the money for payment. Between the pilgrims, the scab herders, real people are becoming extinct.
Let's go!
Alright, so we want to go to where the S is on the map. Alright, Ben. But yeah, like I was saying, Nick, Undead Nightmare was great because it, like I say, all the mythical animals and that, they actually added into it. Because of Undead Nightmare, they had an excuse to put all of, like, the, you know, stuff that was, completely unrealistic in. So you had all, like, the, cryptids in it, you know, and you had, like I said, zombies everywhere and that. So yeah, Undead Nightmare was really, really good fun, but like I said, it was weird, I never finished it, even though I enjoyed some of it more than the base game. Like I said, it's just such a shame they didn't do the equivalent of Undead Nightmare for Red Dead 2, because then you could have played as Arthur, you know, after the game ended, technically, as Undead Nightmare, like you do as John in this one. Sorry, spoilers, but, you know, I'm assuming most people who are playing these have played the Red Dead games and know a bit about the plot. I'm not going to try and spoil them on purpose, but yeah, Halloween tomorrow. I want to get a Halloween video done tomorrow, but some of it's going to depend on the weather. Because I've got that pumpkin to, I've got a giant pumpkin, and I've got that 1796 sabre, and I want to give it a good test on the pumpkin.
My friend of Mr. West Dickens. His name's Marston. John Marston.
Goodbye, John Marston. It's been a great pleasure.
I need your help, Seth. We need your help. Me and Mr. West Dickens.
Let me be frank for 1 second, partner. I hate people. It was people who got me in this mess in the first place.
What mess?
Look at me. Look, scrambling around. Look for maps, half insane. I ain't washed in 6 months. My hair's falling out. My mind's going.
What happened?
That was like a syphilis.
My partner. He stole half my map. I never would have done that to him. Never. Look at me.
Alright, hype.
Who did this to you?
My partner. My boy, my man. Moses Ford. I don't have the facility to tell you what I would have done for that man. And what I would do to him now.
Why?
Because he stole half my goddamn map.
And what map's that, then?
The map, partner.
What you are, Buzz?
That tells me where it is.
I've been doing the main missions and I was streaming yesterday.
I ain't telling you that. I ain't.
I was just doing a bit of everything yesterday, really.
It's mine. It's mine. All mine.
Sure. Where's this Moses now?
He's at Benedict Point. Oh, God. Some people, they feel different. Moses.
Yeah, he is a bit like Gollum, isn't he, Rich? Yeah. My precious map.
Come on, Seth. Let's go see Moses. Get you.
Yeah, I'm still doing that, because in this game, in Red Dead 2, if you shoot animals and don't skin them, you lose honour. Because you're just shooting them for the fun of it. In this one, you don't. Yeah, it's kind of weird replaying Red Dead 1 after playing so much Red Dead 2, because I'm like used to the more advanced mechanics, and then they're in this, but they're just so simple. Like I said, I'm not complaining, this is a really fun game, but I think this is an easier game to pick up and play than Red Dead 2, because Red Dead 2 is definitely one of those games you have to, you know, like, learn a lot of the mechanics, like, because again, Red Dead 2 almost put me off a bit when I first started playing it, because of just how in-depth some of the mechanics are, but that, I think, is the reason I ended up being one of my favourite games ever, just because of how immersive some of the aspects are, you know.
These people have been laid to rest.
You don't know nothing. I talked to him long after they...
Oh, there's another deer I can shoot. Oh, yeah, I don't want to shoot. Oh,
really isn't helping my damn headache, partner. I tell him it's all right to be scared.
did I have to skin the deer? I can't remember for that challenge. But, oh well.
I met some sick bastards in my time, Seth. But you're special.
Folk is cold and heartless all their lives. Me, they get warmer when they're acting.
Don't know. I mean, obviously, I know he died recently, Rich, because that was a real shame. But obviously, he had cancer for quite a while, didn't he? Like pancreatic cancer or whatever it was. I know his brother's still doing his channel, but yeah.
Have you looked in the caves then?
It's very dark.
What'd you say?
I didn't say nothing.
I just heard you say something.
You're a crazy man. You should get that head looked at.
Seth, I need someone who can get a wagon inside Fort Mercer. I was told you could help me, but I'm not sure you even know what day it is.
I don't. I can't even tell you what year it is.
I knew this was a waste of time.
So, you want to go after Bill Williamson, do you?
You know Bill?
Oh, yes. I met Williamson and Deke, all them boys. Sometimes they call me on when they get some special job needs doing. I got a reputation as a man who do things most other fellers won't.
Now, that I can believe.
I reckon
Oh yeah,
you get
it does
no
control the
problem.
horse or the
People
mouse,
help me find
unlike,
this
I didn't think it did yesterday, but it does, it's just you have to be a bit more extreme with it than Red Dead 2. Oh, what, like, high pressure ammo? Like I said, I might have a binge watch of Paul Harrell's videos again at some point.
What's so important about this map?
Nothing much. Just unimaginable riches and such like. A spark of hope that lit a raging fire I can't put out.
I thought as much. Another treasure hunter losing everything in the search for nothing.
Oh, I lost it all, partner. My wife, my children, my business. Good riddance to them all. I don't eat, I don't sleep, I don't wash, and I don't care.
I know. I can smell you from here.
It used to be about the money, but now, I don't know who I am no more. I see myself, but it's like I'm looking
What
at
time is it
somebody
meant
else.
to be? Because I might have the brightness too high. 8 PM. I'm going to turn the HDR down a little bit, because, yeah, it looks still a bit too, let's say, oh, it's HDR again. HDR, there it is, HDR calibration. Yeah, let's put that brightness down a bit, but then it's probably going to look not too dark. I'll put it about a quarter of the way up and see how it looks. What I might do, because like I said, you can't boost saturation when it's in HDR mode, but the visuals definitely look nicer in HDR mode,
You know?
is I might, after I've done playing it for this stream, I'll go in the NVIDIA settings and you can boost the saturation and that for an individual app, so I could always turn it up that way. But yeah, HDR definitely makes the sort of lighting look nicer on distant objects and that.
There's a couple of deputies keeping guard outside. Can you distract them so I can sneak in for a quick parlay with that son of a bitch?
I'm sure I can think of something.
Ah, he's got a rope trails about.
Lead them away from the shack and out of sight. Somewhere out past that hill.
Are you looking for trouble, mister?
Fuck's sake, he's got good aim.
Come on! Oh, man!
Nope, fuck's sake.
Hell. Come on!
Yeah, I got the rope. It was on one of the, I was going to say Sadie missions, not Sadie, Bonnie missions. It's the one where you have to break the wild horses in. Because you have to get the rope to then throw on the horses to like keep them still while you climb on before breaking them. Can I actually get them to not find where I am if I go off the path? Or are they still going to spot me? There's a cliff there. Yeah. So yeah, if you break actual line of sight with them, they do lose you. But yeah, like I was saying yesterday, Buzz, it's definitely got the thing in this where nearly everything you get from... am I near the plain view part of the map here? Oh yeah, there it is, look where the oil thing is. Obviously, reference to there will be blood. I'll go there before I go back to Seth. But yeah, what was I going to say? That, yeah, so many of the guns that you get early on that you can buy, I've just got from either doing missions or doing, like, hideouts or whatever. The thing is, I think, if I remember right, in Red Dead 2, they have a thing where you only get worn guns from, like, the enemies unless it's the very specific points they first spawn. So, like, you can get a unique auto shotgun, can't you, quite early, if you, like, loot it from a basement somewhere. There we go, plain view, obviously there will be blood reference. I'm an oil man. Come from half the country to be here with you tonight. Because in Red Dead 2, if you come here, there's only, like, one little derrick at that point. I mean, all the guns in Red Dead 2 you have to clean, don't you, anyway, so I wouldn't really even have noticed if it was not full condition when you first get it. What I didn't know until playing Red Dead 2 recently, which had made the early game way, way easier, is if you do some of the gunslinger things early on, there's one where you can get a Mauser C96 off of the guy, like Billy Midnight's pistol or whatever it is. It's not stat-wise quite as good as the regular Mauser, even though it's got a unique skin. But yeah, I didn't know that. Like, yeah, you can do that really early and get an auto pistol, or, like, you know, semi-auto pistol really early on. Which, because again, that's the funny thing with Red Dead 2. It's in Red Dead 2, because you get nearly all the map open to you except the Red Dead 1 map, you know, quite early on in the game. There's a few places you can literally go to and get really good equipment early on that makes, you know, every mission after that much easier.
Name your prize. We'll split it between us, just me and you. What's he paying you? I'll give you double. You son of a bitch, let me go. Whatever he told you, it's a lie.
Oh, he walks so slowly when you're carrying something in this compared to Arthur in Red Dead 2.
Seth lost his mind a long time ago. You must be stupid trusting that crazy bastard. Who do you think you are, mister?
No, the only thing I've seen, which I mentioned about the other day, was that there was a news article saying that there's certain, like, Ratay and Ecol guns like they want to essentially ban now, but it didn't say which models it was and whatever. And I sorted like every Google result, you know, from like newest to oldest, and all I could find was like several news articles from about a day apart where they were saying that. But I did see as well that the amnesty on the guns, which they've not even told you what models of gun they are yet, isn't till next year. So if you actually legally wanted to hand them in, you can't even do that till next year.
I was starting to enjoy myself.
I think it was February next year, it said.
I think you got past yourself, Moses. Those deputies went and put a bounty on your head. Best we clear now. Don't need the law on our backs. I don't have no money, but I got me a pardon letter. Here, take it. You earned it for helping me with Moses. Come on, we can pay it off in the telegraph office. Come on, ain't no time to be wasting.
The good thing is I don't actually have any Berettas, technically. But yeah, what I was going to do with mine is, because like I said, I couldn't find the thing being mentioned it. Yeah, I was going to say, yeah, like I said, it's a fucking pain in the ass, isn't it? But what I'm going to do with, like I said, mine for the time being, until I can get confirmation on what models they are, is dismantle all of them to the point, you know, that you couldn't easily even use them. Like, you know, take it, not just like taking the slides off and that, but, you know, dismantling them to the point that they take 5 minutes to put some of the screws back in and that. And then, you know, if next year some of them I have to get rid of when they've confirmed the models, I'll do it. But like I was saying, for the time being, I don't want to get rid of anything if it then turns out, oh wait, that wasn't one on the list. But the thing I don't get with that is why certain models, you know, would specifically be easier to convert than others. Because every single one of those I've seen has all had the same kind of design. Yeah, exactly, that's what I was thinking of until I get confirmation doing exactly that. So they can't say you've got, like, you know, a firearm ready to go kind of thing. But, yeah, like I said, but what I don't get is, like, surely there's a load of other brands of blank guns that could also easily be converted. Because they're all made from the same, like, cheap pot metal kind of stuff. Where, because like I said before, with most of these blank guns, if you were to try and load real high pressure ammo into them, they just frag in your hand. So I don't know why specifically, you know. But with a lot of these things, it's all a load of bollocks anyway when they have a scare over these sort of things.
You look like you've seen trouble, mister. Enough for 100 men.
Trouble has a way of finding me, mister.
I like the sound of that. Do I ever like the sound of that? Trouble, with a capital T. That's just capital.
Whatever you say.
Cold, tough, but with heart of gold. The cowboy sings his lonely song, like a dog whose bones...
I still found some sites selling them. Yeah, but like I say, I wouldn't recommend buying them at the moment, because again, well, they haven't clarified models, but yeah. Most of the online shops have completely stopped doing like the Ecol and Retail ones, etc. But I did find a couple of the online sites still show them as in stock.
Yeah, my mom felt the same way. Now she wrote me out of her will, and there's no hope.
Alright, see you, Hype. Have a good evening.
Jimmy Saint, sir, at your disposal. But please don't dispose of me just yet.
What are you doing out here, Jimmy?
Capturing the spirit of the West for a monthly back east.
But yeah, I'm glad I didn't buy a Sononic a while ago, because they're meant to be really good, like, quality ones for the Turkish ones. But, yeah, I didn't buy one just because I was being cheap at the time. So I'm glad now I kind of didn't get one, because that would have actually potentially been on the list. But again, like I said, I'll have to wait and see,
That sort of thing.
Well, you have fun.
Fun? I'm gonna have the time of my life, sport. I tell you, mister, the time of my little old life.
No, it won't fix it, but like I said, they always do the easiest fucking thing, like where they try and ban a certain type of knife, even though it's going to be kitchen knives used in stabbings. So it's like when they do the thing where there's like, oh, if we ban zombie knives, it will stop the stabbings, and no, it won't. But it's that kind of bollocks that there's probably been a couple of converted ones where probably 90% of the parts were changed that have been used in a couple of shootings, and now they're doing that as an easy option to make it look like they're doing something. Oh yeah, I did see Pieta or whatever it is actually available in the UK markets now. So although they're quite expensive, they're like 300 odd quid, you can get like their equivalent, like the single action armies and that, and the what was the one I was looking at? The Colt Navy, like the Colt Navy versions that you can actually, you know, load cartridges into rather than the old cap and ball style ones. So I thought they looked really good because, yeah, they're UK legal, they're not two-tone because they're old like Wild West revolvers, and they're all like fully wood and metal construction. But again, I'd probably still even wait on that, just in case they end up throwing even more shit onto the list they want to ban. But yeah, I didn't know they were available on the UK market until like the other day when I just randomly came across them. How do they vent those then? Do they just have the barrel, like a hole in the barrel part way along it? Because the thing I don't like with whatever brand of Italian brand I've got with the a couple of the other revolvers, like the single action army I've got this orange and the little 22 LR one. What I don't like with those is they have this thing where they just don't have a hole at all where the barrel is. So a lot of the hot gas just vents back and hits you straight in the hand. So you kind of want to fire it with gloves on, in all honesty. Like I said, I like with some of the guns where they just have a little tiny bit of a barrel, and then they've vented it off there, so it, you know, comes out not exactly where your hand is, but it fit further down the barrel. Right, so I've got Nigel, West, Dickens and Seth. We'll do Nigel because he's close by to where I am. It's on the other side of some rocks, great. Oh yeah, it's not too far to get around Ridgewood. So I just save the game while I'm here. Oh, that's very cool, yeah, because I've got a load of 8mm, because, maybe it is Bruni that did my 1911 or whatever, but my 1911's in 8mm, not 9mm, so I have a load of 8mm for that. So yeah, it'd be actually good to have something that makes use of those 8mm other than 1911. So most of the blank guns I've got are just 9mm pack or whatever it is. I've got 380R, which is the black powder ones, for originally for my Ecol Viper, or whatever it was called, but then the firing pin just blew up in that, basically, after a while. And, like, horribly bent. So the Ecol Viper has just been dismantled for spare parts, and the SAA I've got uses that now.
Thankfully not, Mr. West Dickens.
There's never been a rule, as far as I'm aware, on too much. I don't keep loads at once, just more for the storage space in case there's a house fire. But in theory, I don't think there's a law on it. As far as I'm aware with blanks, until they've been funny recently, like you were saying with those guns that you could have bought completely legally and now they don't like, the rule was just basically don't do something stupid with a blank gun, and you had to be 18 to buy them, basically.
What you are, dear boy, is the man whose life I've saved twice now. A man who sells lies and deceit to unwitting people. A man who, if he doesn't help me, I won't think twice about putting a bullet through his skull, feeding to the vultures myself.
You see, Mr. Marston, you have the exterior of a violent man, but the soul of an angel, and that is what I think I cherish most about you. That's what I thought. But before we can attend to your particular problems, we need some extra lubricant to
Fuck's sake, Rich. Yeah, the one Ray Fiennes plays, yeah.
This being America, that lubricant with which we concern ourselves is money.
Money? What are you talking about?
Oh, we need weapons. Armor plate for the wagon, extra hands, and we need some danger money.
So, let's sell some more of these cures.
Sell cures? Around here? Do you want to see me lynched? No. The sport of kings. Racing, my friend. The sport of kings. A noble activity without reproach.
I'm trying to think which ones. Like a lot of my blank guns, the auto ones aren't that reliable, but I think that's just because of the UK gas system they have to put on them, because it's not like properly parallel to the action.
Finish the loading and we'll discuss it as we drive.
Oh, but yeah, like I said, oh, you're on about the revolver. But yeah, that was actually a revolver, Rich, my one. It was really good until it just stopped working, and it was just, yeah, when I took it apart to look, the entire firing pin bit in it just had horribly bent. I think it was just because Ecol used really, really cheap sort of firing pins in a lot of their guns.
Seth is an interesting fellow, is he not?
I wouldn't say interesting, more deeply disturbed. I can see why you two get along.
I see the good.
Ah, cool, I'll have to have a look at that. But yeah, I do know, like, with some of those, they're like the VCRA type ones, aren't they? Because, like I said, the ones I really like are the blank firing Jaeger ones, like where they do the M16 that's blank firing. That's really nice.
What are you talking about?
Come on now, John. I've heard about you. You spent your life robbing people. It's a little inappropriate to be taking the moral high ground now.
Because the thing I like, at least with the like Italian 22LR type one I've got, is that, and I think it's the same as a single action army, is they've just got like a really strong, hefty firing pin on the hammer. So it's just the hammer striking the back of the cartridge that I suppose is easier to do with a revolver, that sets it off. Whereas, like, obviously with most of the auto pistols, the hammer hits like a little bit of metal, doesn't it, that then moves the firing pin in and out, and that firing pin is just like a really thin bit of metal. So
Don't see you as any different from Bill Williamson.
I didn't think I'd have to huckster snake oil and dig up the dead, that's all.
Take it from me, John. Collaboration is the key to success. I can help you. Seth can help you. It's
as long as it's still UK venting legally, yeah. I was saying UCARA would cover you under the VCRA ones.
Suits me.
I did see some blank stems that looked good that were UK legal, but they were like over $1,000, and I thought, fuck paying that for something that's not even a World War II gun. Like, I know Sten's World War II, you know what I mean, not the reproduction blank firers on.
Anyway, John, we must talk about the race.
Yes, race.
Oh, come on. Time to purge that negativity and start thinking like a winner. You're going to have a whale of a time. They've been holding these chariot races in New Austin for as long as I can them, and we need the money.
Why aren't you racing then?
Me? Oh no, not my thing at all. You have already proved yourself more than adept at the lanes, my dear.
Yeah, although I can understand why some companies, of how weird our laws are, wouldn't even want to get involved in making stuff for the UK market. Just because of the fact that, you know, at any moment they could have had all the tooling and that to do it, and then find their things been made illegal because some politicians had a fit over it. Speaking of which, the budget was today, although I've not seen enough analysis of it yet from various economists how bad it is. But from what I understand, it's just going to make us all poorer, as in our taxes will go up, and you know, like taxes and mortgages and everything will go up. But in terms of like public services, I bet Labour will just fucking waste the money going into it. So, you know, even if they raise a load of money, I bet they'll just squander it.
Feeling motivated to get the hell out of here.
Yeah, I mean, it's only by £1, but that's still 50%, isn't it, per ticket? I mean, I used to remember when bus fares were like £6 one way, so that's not bad, but it's still the fact that they're putting loads of extra fees on car owners, and now as well as them doing fees on car owners, they're doing fees on public transport, so they're just fucking everyone, aren't they?
Gap tooth breach.
Because this is the thing, it's like, so you'd think, oh okay, they'll make public transport cheaper or not increase the price to encourage people to use that, if they're screwing over car drivers, but no, then they just go and increase it on public transport as well.
Drivers! Y'all know the rules, but for you newcomers, this here's a fair race. Keep to your manners and let the faster cart pass. So now that's been said, y'all can get to running each other off the road like always. All right now, count to 3. Ready!
Right, might have to focus on actually racing for a minute then. I don't think there are any little wagon races, are there, in Red Dead 2 like this? Because obviously you've got lots of horse racing and that in Red Dead 2, but I don't think there's any like little kart racing. Nope, that handle's weird, look. Okay. So you can actually reverse your cart by holding control, I think. Don't know which way I'm meant to be going. That didn't matter, I don't think. Right, last bit. Let's try not to fuck it up for the last bit. My stamina's getting low from my horse, so I need to be careful. Oh, there we go. Go, 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 go. Yeah, there we go.
Hell of a race, mister. I'll take care of this cart for Mr. West Dickens.
Come on, John. I suggest we beat a hasty retreat.
Yeah, Saint. Alright, Saint. But yeah, like I said, Red Dead 2 is really immersive, isn't it? Even with the GUIs on and that, it's really good. Like I said, just good for wasting loads of time, enjoying like the nature and that in it.
Or somebody decides they want their money back.
Fine by me.
Isn't that fantastic? The cheers of the crowd, the thunder of the wheels.
I saw there was a fire at a submarine shipyard, but I've not heard much else about it.
John, even a cold-hearted misanthrope like you must have found that just tiniest bit exhilarating.
Not the friendliest bunch, are they?
They take their racing very seriously in these parts, and your participation was not entirely free of food.
That was clear.
Sports, corn, heartache, guilty pleasures of
It was
men.
one like, was it in Scotland? It's a BAE Systems
Get away
one.
from the men we just swindled before you start waxing too lyrical.
Yes, of course.
Well,
Well done, sir. Well done. Having you as a ringer has netted us a fine profit.
You seem to be wasting time, old man.
Oh, patience, my friend. The Trojan horse cannot run before it can walk, if you forgive the metaphor. Next, we need to procure some grand and overwhelming firepower. And for that, you need to
Shaky.
contact an old friend of mine. Goes by the name of Irish.
Oh, yeah, I thought this was one where you meet Shaky as well.
Fellow, he usually can be found in Armadillo or some other town around here on some bacchanalian revel or such.
Great. An alcoholic arms deal.
What could be better?
Not great internet where I am, I'm afraid, but yeah, Scotland's basically just like most of our laws, just even worse. But that's what I suppose the SNP's done to it. Through devolution, they've not done anything, because again, their only policy they actually had was independence, and then when they didn't get that, they just wasted time just doing stupid policy after stupid policy. We get very political on this stream, aren't we? Let's see what that plant was. That red sage.
That's the flower.
What have I been playing other than this? I'm trying to actually think now. A bit of Helldivers too, but not loads. I don't think I've been playing loads of anything in particular though. Alright, he's up at Collar Springs, Irish. I'm just going to finish doing that deer thing while I'm here. Bitch.
Murder and rob ain't your day.
Weirdly, Rich, they did have a lot of ties with that particular party in Germany. But yeah, what other things? I'm trying to actually think what I've been playing though recently. I'm pretty sure it's all been single player stuff. I've not played on the PS5 in a while, so it's definitely been PC stuff. There's not been anything really kind of you know, amazing. It might have just been some older games I've had on Steam I've been playing a bit more of, but like I said, there's not anything I can actually think of off the top of my head, as in, you know, I've not played anything that's blown me away. Like Stalker 2, if it's not delayed again, is out next month, so I'm looking forward to that. Oh, quite a bit of Witchfire recently, actually, saying that.
Come on.
I've got Metal Gear Solid 5, but weirdly when I've tried to play it, I've never really gotten into it. I think it's because it's got quite a long sort of tutorial-y sort of section at the start, hasn't it? But there's quite a lot of games that I want to get round to playing properly at some point, but need to have the time to invest into them, you know, to get properly immersed into them, because otherwise I'll just sort of lose interest during the early bits before the game sort of start going properly. I thought that was a deer then, that rock.
Let's go.
Oh, has he got a cougar chasing him? Yeah. I've never got into Zomboid. I've got it, I've just never gotten into it. It's like one of those games where some of my mates really like it, I just constantly lose interest in it. I think because it's not a proper game with objectives, if you get me right, like a story game, if that makes sense. It's just one of those games where, because it's sort of just to see if you can beat your previous survival score. I never can keep interested in it. It's the reason I never found Minecraft that interesting, because it's not a game that's telling you to do something. Oh, there's not a go. It's weird because I can waste time in an open world like this quite happily, but when it's just one of those games where it's kind of like a high scorey survive type job, they're always the ones that I just never keep interest in. Never played it. Oh, another bloody cougar. It's killed my bloody horse, look. Good thing you don't get attached to your horse in this game like Red Dead 2. Oh, yeah, there's one chapter left for the Long Dark, Rich. I still need to finish streaming the end of the current chapter I was on with the prisoners. Because I think something else came out, didn't it? Like Fallout London or whatever, when I was sort of streaming that. And then I lost sort of, although I still keep meaning to finish it off, it's one of those ones where I've just not got back to it. Alright, and he was a good horse. Can I call in that war horse I've got a bond for? Because they gave me that for free at the start of the game. Yeah, cool. So yeah, I finally made use of that freebie horse I've got, because like I said, the funny thing about that before was every time I tried to claim it, it's like, oh, you already have a horse, you already have a horse. It's like, yeah, I know, but...
That's what I've been after. Come on, come on!
What would be it? Camels. I'm skinning the deer because it was that current thing I meant to be doing to unlock the next tier of it. That's the rabbit one. Somebody is speaking in Spanish. I do not understand them. Right, so I still... How many of those deer have I done on the challenges? Do the challenges actually give you anything in this? Does it give you more Deadeye or whatever for completing the challenges? So, skin 5 deer, kill... So I think I've got one more deer to go on that one. One more rabbit to go as well. And Desert Sage, just pick that whenever I see it. I'm just going to go off the chat and back on in case the chat's broken again like it does every now and then on YouTube. Oh, more wolves. The moment I get on the horse... But no, I don't think there's been any messages I've missed. Last one on there's Rich's one about the Long Dark. What's that over there? Some dead horses I can skin. Yeah, I won't stay on too much longer because I haven't had dinner again yet today, or really any lunch, because I was quite full from yesterday, so I thought I'd leave it. So, you know, until later on and then have a decent dinner. I think this is an ambush. Yeah, it is. Oh, I didn't want that horse. I want my horse. Yeah, I mean, it looks better than it would have done on console, because obviously there's a bit more, like the draw distances and that are definitely higher on here than they were on the console version. But yeah, it's not even a proper remaster, so, you know, just a few settings being turned up is quite nice. I mean, yeah, like, especially that draw distance over there. Look, I was taking a screenshot, but yeah, like, that looks better to me than it always did on the console version, so I can never remember it being that impressive. Right, Rajiv? Yeah, and I'm off quite soon, in about 10 minutes or so, but you can stay on for the last 10 minutes, I guess. Oh, not a wolf. Come on, let me skin it. There we go. Yeah, YouTube is still completely random, isn't it, with notifications, either getting them or not getting them. So that's why now and again I'll do a video, loads of people watch it, and they'll be like, oh, you haven't done videos in ages. It's like, I have, it's just the fact that YouTube doesn't notify people consistently. Yeah, that's alright, yeah, I'm just saying it's nice to have people on to chat with when you do one of these, but like I said, I just wish it was consistent for YouTube, if they'd send them out to people or not. But even if you did, Rajiv, I do know that, like we said, like loads of people have said, it's a bit random if you get notifications or not. Or again, I've had the thing, yeah, where notifications go out, they just go out really late as well. That's another thing. Where, you know, like quite often there'll be a thing like where you do get a notification, but it's like 40 minutes into an hour-long stream or whatever. Yeah, like I said, that's with YouTube. I end up bookmarking a load of channels I watch regularly just because I don't trust the subscription thing to actually tell me when they do a video. Because I've had enough experience of them, it saying that there's not been a video, you know. And then all of a sudden, you know, if you actually manually check the channel, finding out they've done like 5 in the time YouTube said that there's not been any. But speaking of things like popping up in my feed, I'm getting like loads of random crap like I've not even watched, and it's recommending me stuff. I'm trying to remember what I've been getting recently, but again, it's stuff of no interest to me whatsoever. You know, that it's just YouTube's just been trying to shove down my throat, like as oh you want to watch these videos. And it's like, no, I don't. I want to watch the videos from people I'm actually subscribed to. Is that as in, like, one of the Mafia series, as in, like, Mafia 1, 2, and 3? Or just, it has Mafia in the title, sort of thing? I guess if it's called Old Country, it's set in, like, Italy or Sicily, I imagine, but, yeah, and probably watching their videos regularly, so there's the problem where if you miss a couple of videos, then YouTube thinks you don't want the notifications for that channel anymore. sort of thing. My favourite of the Mafia games is still Mafia 2. I know most people like Mafia 1 the most. Mafia 3 is alright. Like, I know a lot of people didn't like Mafia 3, but when I actually played it, I thought it wasn't too bad. But I think it's got almost a bit too much to do in Mafia 3. As in, like, you know, it's kind of got that Ubisoft-type game problem of the story isn't focused enough kind of thing, where it ends up just being, like, you know, too much sort of stuff. Where, like, I thought, like, Mafia 1 and 2 I really liked, but Mafia 2 I just thought was the best one out of the lot. Although, again, a lot of people didn't like Mafia 2. I don't know why.
Come on, come on!
Yeah, exactly, like, so again, you'd want to get the notification, wouldn't you, in a few minutes of the video going up. So I know one thing... Oh, I see that they were lawmen. I didn't realise I was shooting lawmen then. I thought I was Oh, I'll have to hand a pardon in.
Run away, pal! If it ain't me, it's someone else.
Yeah, I thought that was like just one of the things where there was an innocent man getting shot at by a gang. But yeah, I was saying, the annoying thing of, because YouTube engagement works as well, where, like, the more views your video has in the first hour, or, like,
I've always had a problem with authority, partner.
But yeah, like I was going to say, I know there's wolves coming. So yeah, it's like the first hour and the first 24 hours is like what YouTube uses to base how popular and how much they're going to show a video. So if they don't notify people that are sub to you know, like actually that you're doing a video in the first sort of day properly, then it's basically already sabotaged the video. That's the problem. That, you know, now and again when it sends it to all my subscribers, I sometimes have a video do really, really well for like a couple of weeks. Yeah, although Mafia 2 doesn't have free roam, what you can do is just start a mission and then not go to the first objective, and then you've got the entire map to free roam. Because it doesn't stop you free roaming at that point, because there's actually loads of collectibles to find that are hidden around the map. But yeah, they just don't tell you that you can free roam without, you know, going into free roam mode, if that makes sense. I've heard really mixed things about Indiana Jones games. Some reviewers say it's really good, other people say it's a bit meh. So I don't know, but I wouldn't pay full price for it anyway. But again, that's like the thing, isn't it, with like reviews, is sometimes there's stuff that's quite good and people are like, oh, it's shit, and then other or like, it's only okay. And then yeah, other times there's you know, stuff that ends up being really overrated, so then you get it and you think it's not as good as it was cranked up to be. I like Lego Lord of the Rings quite a lot, saying about Lego games though. But I mean, the Lego games I really like were the really old Lego games, like Lego Island, Lego Racers, Lego Stunt Rally, Lego Rock Raiders. There's somebody who's made all of Rock Raiders run on PC now, which is quite good. Like modern PCs. How many wolves are there in this bloody stretch of desert? Wait, where was that deer I shot? Because I actually have to skin the deer to get the hunting achievement. Might have to shoot another deer now if I can't find where that... Oh, there's some deer. Good. Did those deer actually die, or did they just run off? Oh yeah, they did. Oh no, those are more wolves. Fuck's sake. Oh great, another 5 wolves. Is this like a wolf spawning area, or they just keep spawning in every 5 minutes or something? Right, there's one deer at least. Right, that's that other challenge done. So what was the hunter and sharpshooter one then? Let's see, challenges. Must hunter, kill 5 wolves with your melee knife. Alright, so I've just run after wolves with my knife. Sharpshooter, kill 5 coyotes before any coyote damages you. That's easy because they very rarely attack you. Right, so I have to go knife some wolves now. Come here.
Get the hell off me!
So despite the fact John nearly gets eaten by wolves at the start of Red Dead 2, now apparently he can just run around knifing them like it's no issue at all. Come here! I want to knife you! Come here! Yeah, I'm getting loads of pouts, but I probably, because this is Red Dead 1, not Red Dead 2, I probably don't have much I can spend the money on. Because it's not like in this one that there's loads of stuff to buy, is there?
This looks like one.
Yeah, this is still such a good game. It's just, even if it's, you know, like I said, Red Dead 2's made lots of the things and it seemed very basic. This is still really good fun. But yeah, most of these streams just seem to turn into me skinning animals non-stop. Oh, doorbell. Right, I need to go. See you in a minute. Right, it wasn't as long as I thought it was going to be because my parents got back home, so they answered the door. Right, I've not been eaten by a wolf, that's good. My horse is still alive. Oh, it's a skunk and an armadillo. Yeah, as I said, with some stuff it is nostalgia. Like, there's people that say, like, there's more depth to Red Dead 1 than 2, and there's definitely not more depth to Red Dead 1. But, like, there's definitely with, you know, this playing this is still so much better than lots of modern games. At least with these sort of games, you feel like you've got value for your money in terms of how much content there is. Oh, I better heal if they're hurting me. Oh, how do I use the... is it B to heal? Medicine. Yeah, there we go. I see, so you just literally pause the game and heal, okay. You don't use the radial menu like in Red Dead 2. Have I got that rank of that challenge now? Journal. Master Hunter, yeah. Challenges, so rank 4 of Master Hunter is skin 5 boars and 3 armadillos. Right, so now I just need to go after boars and armadillos. I'm still trying. Still loads of wolves. Come back here. Yeah, well with Skyrim I always basically did the thing that becomes stupidly OP and makes the game too easy, is just keep leveling up that healing spell you get, like the early game healing spell, and then you can hold that down with one thing in one hand while like hitting them with one-handed melee with the other hand. Days Gone, is that like the biker zombie game? If so, I think I got a copy of that free in one of the PlayStation... like where they did it free on PlayStation 5 at one point, but I've never actually played it. So it's like in my library and I could play it, but... because like with the PlayStation 5 I always do the thing of every month going on there, you know, getting all the free games even if I'm never going to play them kind of thing. Just so, you know, that way if ever I actually want to play any of them I can do. So yeah, I think I have a copy of that, but I've never played it kind of thing. Oh, there's a snake. Is that a dead snake? Yeah, it's a dead snake. Yeah, Steam, $9.99 on Steam doesn't sound bad, but like I said, right, I'm just going to get away from these wolves, because I'm getting fed up with how many wolves there are in this area.
Searching around the bouts for a few plants I'm light on. Here's the deal. Whichever one of us gets back here first with the right plants wins on the bet.
What the hell? I'm in. You little beauty.
Right, I don't know what the next closest one's going to be, so I'm just going to run for that one to the south. Fever Few over there, come on.
That's the flower.
Yeah, and that one as well. He went for the exact same ones I did. Again, money I don't have any use for. Right.
What took you so long?
Because I stole his plants first. Right, I still want to find some of those bloody... do I actually have one of the maps? I just ran something over by the sound of it. But anyway, B... oh, there's a coyote. Oh, there's 2 snakes down there as well. Right, let's go to an actual gun. Where are those snakes? There's a snake in my boot. in Red Dead 2, it's a guy you always accidentally aggro, the herbalist, because his horse always you end up taking his horse by accident, and he tries to kill you. Costner knows quite a bit about flops, doesn't he? But yeah, I haven't seen it. Don't know if it's any good or not. For some reason, the stars are different colours rather than all being just white. Some of them are red, some of them are yellow, like Christmas lights. I've never actually seen Waterworld. I know all about it, but it's Mad Max on sea, isn't it? Mad Max at sea. I've never seen it. I know all the memes about it and that, but it's just never taken my interest to even bother to watch it. Alright, tell you what, I won't start a mission now because I've already run a bit over what I wanted to do. So I'm just going to save and then head off. How's my thing going? So the hunter one I need to find, was it armadillos or skunks and boars or something? So the sharpshooter one is just killing coyotes without them damaging you. I don't know if any of them damage you if it resets that to 0, but that's an easy one if I just shoot coyotes as and when I see them.
Careful!
Yeah, that should refill my ammo. Does this give you shotgun ammo, this chest, or is it just repeater and pistol ammo? Repeater ammo X10, shotgun ammo X6. Oh good, it does give you shotgun ammo as well. Right. Yeah, cheers you lot. Yeah, so I've got a video that goes live at midnight. Members can already watch it, but that's not a Halloween video, that's just one on a Bulgarian Geiger counter. But I want to do a pumpkin chopping video for Halloween tomorrow, assuming that the weather's alright, and that if not, it'll be a couple of days after Halloween when I get that one done. But, right, have a good day everybody, see you all, I'll just stop the stream.